What's going on, guys? Obviously, it's CaptainObviouzX, and welcome to the Armory. In today's episode, I'll be reviewing the Type 88 light machine gun, and this is probably one of the more, it's a weapon that I really like. I'm really surprised because initially when looking at the stats from this weapon, before I started recording the footage, I was like, you know what, the weapon doesn't really look that great. But after my time with it and after, actually using the weapon, I came to realize that this is one of the best light machine guns in the game, and I'll tell you guys exactly why in today's video. So like any other weapon in Battlefield 3, the damage is 25 to 18.4 over range with the drop-off beginning at 8 meters and ending at 50 meters. Shots to kill in core mode are 4 to 6, and hardcore mode shots to kill are 3 to 4. So we got some standard damage of 25 to 18.4, which for most light machine guns in the game is extremely standard. The only weapons that have more damage are the heavier machine guns, like the PKP, the M60, and the M240. But the Type 88 also has one more suffering factor here as compared to some of the other light machine guns in the game, and that is its rate of fire. The rate of fire is 650 rounds per minute, which is very slow. It is amongst the slowest firing light machine guns in this game. It is on par with the QBB-95 and the M240 Bravo, being the slowest firing weapons in the light machine gun category next to the PKP and the M60, which both have higher damage than the Type 88, so it kind of evens out there. The Type 88, because of its lower rate of fire, you will see a little less recoil, but overall the rate of fire will not allow you to get faster time to kill as like the M27, the PKP, which are other light machine guns that compete with the Type 88 for, accurate fire and things like that. The muzzle velocity on the Type 88 is more on the average side of things in the light machine gun category. It has a 600 meter per second muzzle velocity, which is a little bit lower than other weapons in the category, and it's a little bit higher than other ones, such as the M60, which has a heavy bullet and more damage, but it'll shoot a little bit slower in terms of that bullet than the Type 88 will. The maximum range on the Type 88 is 900 meters, which, like I've said before, will not matter at all in practical gameplay, but it's just there to give you guys some extra information. So what do we have so far? We have average muzzle velocity, we have decent range, we have average and standardized damage, we have a lower than average rate of fire, but what do we got now? It is a very slow reload time. Unfortunately, the Type 88 suffers from an extremely slow reload time, and as a matter of fact, it is the slowest in the entire game. Wow. It is the slowest reloading weapon in the entire game of Battlefield 3. 7.4 seconds. All the other light machine guns are below 7 and even 6.5. This is amazing, except for the M60, which is 7.2. But the Type 88 is the slowest reloading weapon in the entire game. And, besides the shotguns, which require a lot of, shells putting in and things like that. But for the belt-fed machine guns, the clip-fed things like that, Type 88 is the slowest reloading weapon in the game. Now you can, if you would like to, cancel reload on the Type 88, bring it down to more acceptable levels amongst other light machine guns in the game. You'll get a 6.29 second reload time when you cancel the reload, but like I've said many other times, and I'll keep saying it in every single video, don't even worry about it because it's not really practical in any applied situation. Alright, so far in today's episode, I really give you guys statistics that make the Type 88 really not seem like a standout weapon. Not something that's really stellar and make you want to use the weapon over a different weapon like the, more heavy light machine guns and things like that. But this is where things start to take a turn for the better for the Type 88, and let's take a look at what exactly is going to happen. The Type 88 has extremely, and I mean extremely, low recoil. It has a 0.36 upwards pull and a 0.3 left pull and a 0.3 right pull. Sorry about that. So the Type 88 has almost zero wobble to it, very slow vertical climb, and you can tap fire the weapon and burst fire it very effectively. So the Type 88 overall is a very low recoil weapon, but in terms of its accuracy, it is not that great. It has similar hip-fire statistics to other belt-fed light machine guns like the M60, the M249, and the PKP, and not the other belt-fed light machine guns like the LSAT. But the one place that this weapon has advantage over others is when you have certain attachments on the weapon, such as this one. My first recommended attachment for the Type 88 is the bipod. Now, we all know how amazingly awesome the bipod is, but the Type 88 really pushes this attachment to its limits in terms of really giving it awesome advantages. The vertical recoil with the bipod deployed is the lowest in light machine gun category, and it is also the lowest in the entire game. So, take a look at this. I am currently firing around 15 to 20 shot bursts with the Type 88. Look at that spread. Look at it. That is absolutely amazing in terms of recoil and control. This weapon is so damn accurate in bipod deployed that there isn't a single other weapon that can compete with this weapon while firing fully automatic and deployed. It's awesome. So my second recommended attachment is the flash suppressor, and like a few other light machine guns like the M60, the M249, and the PKP, it is not negatively affected at all by the flash suppressor, so it's a purely bonus attachment. But the flash suppressor will really reduce your vertical recoil a lot. Now what I mean a lot, I mean only when used in certain situations. The climb with the flash suppressor attached is very slow, so mixed with the quick recover time of the Type 88, and that low first shot recoil, plus a burst fire, the Type 88 has a really nice, sort of staggered firing with the flash suppressor attached. Fire 10 to 15 bullets, lay off the trigger. Fire 10 to 15 bullets, lay off the trigger. You have really nice recoil patterns for doing stuff like that, and I really recommend doing that when the flash suppressor is attached on the weapon. The Type 88's magazine size is going to be 100 rounds, and with extended magazines attached, it'll be 200 rounds per magazine. And with that really low rate of fire, your magazines will last you a very long time, especially with 200 rounds in your magazine. Alright, so here we go. The Type 88, in my opinion, is probably in my top 3 in terms of best light machine guns in Battlefield 3. Let me explain why. So the damage on the weapon is okay, pretty standard. Rate of fire is below average, but that's not that bad. The reload time may be slow, and the, muzzle velocity is above average, but it's also nowhere near the best. But, like I said in the recoil section of the video, the one place that this weapon really sticks out is the recoil. I have never used a weapon that I am more satisfied with the recoil patterns than this. There are light machine guns and assault rifles with a recoil pattern that tends to go to the left or to the right. The Type 88 shoots straight up. The Type 88 also has very low vertical recoil to begin with, so even though it primarily goes up, it won't go up that much. And with those attachments, the attachments are very important on this weapon. With those attachments attached, you will see dramatically, sort of decreased recoil as compared to other weapons in the game, and the Type 88 itself by default. I mean, if you guys want to, go into a private match or something like that in No Shower Canals, go up against the wall or the side of the aircraft carrier. Shoot the Type 88 a few times against the wall, switch to, let's say, the PKP or the M240 Bravo, and you'll really see the difference in the recoil of these weapons. Those weapons may have higher damage, those weapons may have quicker times to kill, but they'll miss a lot of their shots. This is where the Type 88's advantage comes in. Being the lowest recoil weapon, and by I mean lowest recoil amongst the belt-fed light machine guns that actually act like a light machine gun. Not those LSWs like the M27 and the QBB and things like that. So, Type 88 is the lowest recoil belt-fed light machine gun in this game. And it has a lot of advantages that come with that. Really low recoil, awesome accuracy while deployed, and awesome recoil. So, I mean, there has never been a weapon I have been more satisfied with after actually looking at the weapon to begin with in a negative tone. This weapon is awesome. Go try it out for yourself. You will really have a fun time using the weapon, especially while hunkered down and deployed with that bipod. Great weapon. I love it. And on a side note, due to the LSAT's really lackluster ability to actually kill things, the Type 88 is a very nice replacement for your lower rate of fire weapons in the light machine gun category. Just to let you guys know about that. Next episode, I'll be covering the PKP Peschenegg. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That really does help out a lot. Follow me on Twitter. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.